What is up, YouTube fam? Feels like a while like I haven't done one of those vlog videos, so I thought why not, might as well do it. And I just woke up feeling quite lean today. I just measured my waist and my waist is getting quite lean, as you can see, guys. I measured it in at 28.5 inches, so it's pretty good. Especially I just had a buffet all you can eat as well just a couple of days ago, and man, that was so good. I'm going to show you some photos of what I had, but it was awesome. The dessert especially was at least, I kid you not, at least 2,500–3,000 calories. I'm not sure, you might be really close. I'll show you exactly what that looks like, but I literally went really hard, right? I really enjoyed it as well. And I've also got my girlfriend's birthday coming up in the next few days as well, and I've got a mate's birthday party to go to as well, like a couple of days after that. So I've got so many things going on right now, and it's kind of really hard to fit my diet around other people's birthdays and things like that. It's kind of a little bit annoying for me as well, because I have to plan my diet ahead and make sure I'm getting enough low carb days before that, because I can't be having like a big cheat day every 3 days. It just won't work for my goals. So I'll have to try to adjust things and see how we go. Alright guys, introducing to you my spaceship of a laptop that just landed from NASA. Alright, this is where I do all my coaching. I do my gaming on there, as I'm a big gamer. I mean, I'm not as big as I used to be, but at the moment I'm playing Doom, which is quite a good game. I'm really enjoying it. But this laptop really helps me to be able to play it, with some decent frame rates. But yeah, so I'm playing Doom and I'm watching Berserk, the anime, at the moment as well. It's my all-time favorite anime. If any of you guys watch any anime, please let me know what your favorite anime is in the comment section below. I'm really keen because and if you've watched Berserk before, and the new one especially, because there's the new Berserk anime that just came out, and a lot of people think it's not that great, but I think it's quite decent. So if you've watched the new Berserk anime, leave me down a comment of what you think, if you like it or if you don't like it, and let's see what you guys think. Alrighty, so I'm just about to eat my breakfast, and this is what my breakfast usually looks like, right? So I have about, I would say, 250 grams of tomatoes, a couple of cherry tomatoes in there. I just bought some spinach as well yesterday, and I thought I might use it because it's kind of going off a little bit. It's starting to look a little bit sad. But yeah, so I've got 2 whole eggs in there, and I've got 1 extra egg white, and I got 2 pieces of shortcut bacon chopped up, and I got a 1/4 onion as well. But the thing is I want to share with you is my spices, right? Because a diet can get really boring, so I thought I'd buy these 3 spices and just try it out by mixing all 3 of them. And guys, these are the 3 spices you need to get, right? They taste so good together. We got onion salt, all seasoning, seasoning all purpose. And we've got Thai seasoning mild as well. Oh my god, guys. These 3 are just amazing when you put them together. And I sprinkle them quite generously on top. I just really hope they don't shoot up my carbs too much, because I believe the onion salt does have a little bit of carbs. And the all seasoning as well. But yeah, it should be fine. I had it last few days, and the taste was amazing. I kid you not. It just makes bland food taste so good. But anyway, I'm just gonna get into my breakfast, enjoy it, and I'll talk to you soon. Alright, so when I first started training 8 years ago, right, so I was only 18 years old at the time, and I just first started training, right, and the reason was because every time I would look at my photos back in the day, I would be like, what is wrong with these photos? Something looks weird about the photo. I would not be happy with my body, right? And I wouldn't be able to figure it out. So I just kept looking at the photos, and then I realized, okay, it's my hips. It's my hips that look really weird, right? And it made me feel really uncomfortable with my physique, and I didn't want to look at those photos. So I thought, okay, I had a look at my physique, and I grabbed my fat around my stomach and my hips as well, because until that point I didn't really care that much. And then I realized, holy shit, I've got a lot of fat on my lower stomach and on my hips, and that's what's making my physique look so bad, right? And at that point of time, I thought, man, I gotta do something different. I gotta change this body, and I want to get abs. I really need to do this, for myself, right? And what I would do, I would play with my stomach and make donut shapes out of it. It was funny, but it was quite frustrating at the same time as well, right? Because I really wanted, to get those nice abs, to get that nice sculpted physique. Because growing up, I used to always train, with my dad as well. He used to always take me out, running, doing chin-ups, doing lots of push-ups. So I had some kind of, basic muscle mass on my body. I had some biceps, and I had some chest development as well. But I never really had that sculpted stomach. I never really had abs in my life. That's exactly what I wanted to achieve, right? So then I started training. And the usual thing that most people do, and exactly what I started doing, was doing sit-ups. I started doing lots of sit-ups, and I started trying to eat a little bit healthier through my diet. But at the time, I was quite lazy to cook. I didn't really know much about dieting and training and things like that. So I started eating baked beans, simple meals that I could cook. Because at the time, my parents wouldn't really cook for me. And I didn't want them to cook anyway, because I didn't like their food anyway. So I wanted to cook for myself, and always knew that I had to cook for myself. So I started cooking some simple, meals, just baked beans, canned spaghetti. But the problem was that they were very carb heavy, right? And I didn't know that carbs, eating a lot of carbs would not be favorable for my weight loss, for my fat loss goals. So I didn't really see much results. I started doing lots of crunches, just kept eating the same thing, and my upper abs started sticking out a little bit, but my lower stomach was sticking out even more, right? And that was just so frustrating for me. I wanted to see my abs for the first time, and it just wasn't happening for me, right? So I started doing some research online, and I found out that I had to eat a certain type of diet. I had to eat more salads, less carb heavy foods, more whole grain, nutritious foods, right? And I did some research, and I found out that I had to do some sprints as well, so some extra cardio to really increase my metabolism and to really start burning more calories. It was all to do with the calories as well, right? And I thought, damn, okay, this must be the solution to my problem. So I started doing exactly that. And the thing is, my mum used to give me about $50 to $100 a week for my allowance, and I used to spend that money on my healthy foods. Unlike other kids my age who were spending it on different things like games and going out, like I was at home focusing on getting my sculpted physique, and that's exactly what I was going to do. So I did exactly that. I put my mind to it, and I said, that's it, I'm gonna change my body. I started doing a diet. I went out to the shopping center by myself. I bought all my healthy foods, whole grain breads, lots of veg, lots of salad stuff. I was into Mexican food for some reason at the time. I loved the salsas and tomato, the onion relish, things like that. Whole grain wraps. And I've always loved whole grain wraps until now, and even until today I eat the whole grain wraps. But yeah, so I started eating all those healthy foods, and I started doing sprints in the park. I would do sprints until I vomit. I kid you not, guys. Sometimes I would go so hard I would vomit. But then, you know what? I just kept going. I didn't care. There was nothing going to stop me, because I was going to get those abs. That was my image in my head, and there was nothing going to stop me, right? So I kept doing my sprints. I kept eating healthy, buying burger and bread and eating and making sure I'm eating every couple of hours, and things started happening for me. Finally, for the first time in my life, my abs started coming out, my stomach fat was reducing, and it was the best feeling in the world for me. I just felt like I was doing something right. I was achieving my goals every single week, and it was the best thing I could do. I was just so happy. I was finally able to get my physique the way I wanted it, and that's a feeling that everyone needs to experience. It all came down to those simple choices in your diet and in your training, and a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people don't know that you got to eat a great diet in order to lose the fat and sculpt your body. It's not in the training. The training does help, but it's 80% diet, 20% training, and that's been my belief this whole time. That's how I'm able to get my physique the way it is today, completely naturally through 80% diet, 20% training, and just using natural techniques that have always worked for me, and I was able to get those abs, for the first time in my life. Felt amazing, looked really good, and it just motivated me with everything, with my fitness, to pursue my fitness passion, and to share my gift with other people like yourself, to help motivate and inspire you. And that's my mission in life. I want to motivate, inspire people all around the world to really transform their physiques and feel amazing, all done through natural bodybuilding. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope you found some motivation in your own fitness journey, picked up a few things from my own story. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more great videos on natural bodybuilding. Thanks so much for watching, and hope to see you in my next video. Stay natural.